Hello my nostalgic friends, in this video I want to show you one of the most unique and particular cameras that ever exist. This one is a really special camera because it's something like of the most technologic film camera that you can have, and actually this one is the only camera which has autofocus and a lever charger, as you can see. It's really rare feature because most autofocus cameras has a motor inside, okay? Then you have autofocus, but actually you don't have the winding lever, okay? And this one is the only one that allows you to use an autofocus camera and using like a vintage film camera with the lever. This is the Minolta 9000. It's a camera from 1985. It's really old camera actually, but as you know, Minolta invented the autofocus as we know today on the cameras. Was really ahead for those times, Minolta, but there is a problem, especially with professional photographers. Was too early to pass from the new style of cameras because Minolta reinvented the bodies. This is the 8000, but also the 7000 was completely electronic cameras with a lot of buttons, as you can see, big screens, but you don't have a lever. The motors can break more easily, okay? And professional photographers prefer to have a lever like this one, okay? They feel more reliable. And Minolta listen to professional photographers. We have also problems. The camera doesn't shoot when it's not in focus, okay? And that's sometimes a problem. And that's why Minolta listen to professional photographers and make this beautiful piece of art. You can shoot still when it's not focus, the image. You can have a really reliable dial. You can rewind manually the camera, and this thing is amazing. Okay, let's talk about this camera. As I told you, it's from 1985. It's an autofocus camera. It uses screwdriver lenses. I bought for this occasion the 51.4 Minolta, and it's really nice because you can it makes sense still more today, I think, because today maybe you want to use autofocus on your field camera, but you want to have the experience, okay, with the lever. And this camera is the only one that allows you, excluding the Nikon F3 AF, which has wired system, and the Pentax MEF. This one actually is the only one that can be used like that. And another thing that I like about Minolta, but this is personal, you know, Sony bought Minolta, and actually these lenses you can put on your Sony reflex. Don't fall down from your chair. This is the Sony Alpha 850. It's a reflex. It's a beautiful vintage reflex from 2009, this one, but the 900 was from 2008. Really old. You can use the same lenses of your film camera on your reflex with autofocus. This is simply amazing. And this camera has so much technology inside. Really, we have got 1/4000 of a second. We have got a spot measurement. We have got here a screen which is really easy to use. And another thing that I want to tell you, really important, we have got the correction of dioptric correction, okay? For me, which I wear glasses, is a pain in the ass to have the glasses. Really, it's a pain because on any vintage camera you don't have the corrector diopter, okay? And this really bad. A newer camera has, okay, but most are modern film cameras with not lever, okay? The autofocus ones has dioptric correction, but are too new and doesn't have the same experience. The only cameras that I know that has is the Olympus OM3 and the Olympus OM4, which has the diopter, as you can see, correction. And this one, it's completely vintage camera, as you can see. The another one is the Pentax LX, which I discovered has the diopter correction. And I don't know any other vintage camera with lever that has until now, because this one has lever. Really nice. Okay, said that, let's see closer how works this camera, because we have got really a lot to say about it. Let's get started. And here we are. This is the camera. I really like the aesthetics. I think it's a really beautiful camera. I like the futuristic design, as you can see, and especially it's really nice to hold in the hand. It's a vintage camera that has a grip, which is not usual on older cameras, and it's built really good. Okay, we have got some metal here at the bottom, inside. The top maybe it's plastic, but actually it feels really good. Okay. It's nice, and that's the camera. And how it works, okay, how does work this camera? Is a fully electronic camera. That means that we need battery, and the battery are here on the bottom in this hole here. I have to do this to push this little lever, and will come out. Okay, the battery are two AA battery. Really common battery, as you can see, still a normal battery. The one that I use has a USB port because I want to charge it. I don't like the single-use things. Okay, I like to recycle. And you put back here the battery until they click. Ta-da! Really simple. We have got a battery, and now we need a film. How to put the film inside? Actually, like all cameras, we have got to get out the reloading lever, but it don't come out normal. We have got the security lock mechanism, which is here in front, and when we use the security mechanism, we can open the back. I want to show you how nice it's this thing to reload. Okay, it's beautiful. We have got this nice nozzle here, and we can put back of the camera. We have got vertical metallic traveling curtains, which allow us to reach 1/4000 of a second, which is pretty impressive. We have got interchangeable bags, which is really nice. As you can see, we have got the contacts here for data bags, and actually I think exists one bag that allow to have multi-spot measurement, which is unbelievable. And as you can see, it's really normal bag. Actually, the loading film is identical of the Minolta X300. Really nice. I really appreciate when you found things that you are usually using. Okay, we have got the X code for the film, but actually you can also put manually the sensitivity of the film. Nice. And when we we remove the battery, the camera say us, wait, I don't remember which ISO is. Okay, because you remove the battery, and to set ISO, in first place, you have got to switch on the camera. Okay, and to switch on and off the camera, you have got this button. We have got on with sound, on without sound, and off. Okay, now we switch on the camera. We have got to make 3 shots. Okay, we have got to make, now I put manual focus, 3 shots, because doesn't set the shutter speed and anything until the shutter counter is on 1. Okay, you have got to reach the number 1 here on the shutter counter, and now we can set the ISO. How we set the ISO? Easy. We found here a button which writes ISO. I press this button, and look what happens. We see the ISO, and with this lever on the top, we can set the lever which is down of the circle. We can set the ISO. Easy. Okay, and what else we have got here on the right? We have got the compensation exposure, which is this one with plus and minus. We press and we can compensate. Okay, plus half, minus half, 1, minus 1, you know, really nice. We can compensate the exposition. And we have got also the measurement. Okay, as you can see, we have got average, which actually is a normal exposure system. We have got the spot measurement, okay, which is really precise in the central point of the frame. We have got H and S. And what are H and S? I show you on the OM3. H and S. If someone remembers the OM3, we know we have got two buttons here, which is highlight and shadow. And they are the same on this Minolta. It's really nice to see that we have got some peculiar things from Olympus. And this highlight and shadows we can use when we have force underexposed or overexposed by two stops. Okay, this is useful when you shoot something completely black, or a sheet of paper which is completely white, or you are making subjects against sunlight. Okay, and these are the function really easy to set. Okay. We switch on the camera. Here we have got the lever and we have got a mode dial. Okay, the mode dial, it's really simple to use. As you can see, we have got the arrow here. This is shutter speed priority. We have got program, aperture priority, and manual. And to set the values when you are in manual, you have got here in the front the shutter speed. Okay, as you can see, and on the other side here we have got another lever, okay, which is this one, as you can see. And with this one you select the aperture. Okay, really nice. I want to show you now. I set f8. We have got the depth of field preview because it's a professional camera. And where is the depth of field preview? Here we have got this small lever here which comes back, and you have to charge the camera, and as you can see it will close, and if you press heavy you can reopen, close, open, close, open. Really nice. And when you shoot, actually it closes at the work aperture. Really easy. Another important thing is the shutter button here. As you can see, it has this weird particular, okay, I want to call design. This one because the shutter button actually has a capacity sensor. He knows when you touch it without pressing. Okay, when you touch the button, actually we will focus. Okay, now it's a lot of light, but as you can see here we have got the light in the viewfinder, which is really useful when there is no light. You have got light in the viewfinder to see the parameters which are using. And actually when you autofocus, and now I show you, when I don't touch, nothing happen, but when I touch, as you can see, the camera focus. I press half, I can lock the focus, and if I press full, I can shoot. Okay, now I remove. This is the sound of the autofocus, guys. Is you know, a screwdriver. Here we have got the bottom to remove the lens. As you can see, we have got the screw. Okay, it's screwdriver lens, but it works. It's not the fastest. Another Minoltas are faster than this one, but actually it's usable and it's really accurate. As you can see, we have got the mirror, and actually we have got a second mirror behind the mirror, which put the light down for the exposimeter. Okay, pretty nice. Another thing that I want to mention is that we have got interchangeable what is the name? The interchangeable focusing screen. Okay, you can change the focusing screen. Oh, look how much light. Okay, so it's not everything. We have got the self timer. Okay, self timer. We have got to move this lever right here, and I show you. I switch on the camera and I press. Look at that. We have got the beep and the light. 10 seconds and the camera will shoot. Beautiful, so beautiful. When you finish the self timer, you put it back. Really easy. And again, behind the camera, as I told you, we have got diopter correction, which is really useful, especially for people like me, which uses glasses, and works really well from from -3 to 1 +1, I think, something like that. It's amazing. And look at that. Haha, do you expect that? We have got also the cap inside the viewfinder to not allow the parasite light to enter when you shoot long exposure at night. Amazing, this thing is amazing, but it's not all. We have got multiple exposure button, which is this one. Okay, I show you how it works. Normally, look at that. Normally, when you charge, okay, this one moves. Look, it moves, okay, to shoot, really normal. But when I press this one, look at that, doesn't move. Amazing. This is multiple exposure. This is fine. We have got the bottom IL to lock the exposure. If you want to lock the exposure and recompose, you can do that. Really nice. And and the remote, we can use the remote, of course. And do you see? No, because it's hidden. Look at that. Ta-da! We have got the remote. Ta-da! Amazing, it's here behind. I love this thing. And we have got the two straps here, 1, 2, and the third one, 3, which is here, because you can put the strap to use it in vertical if you want, like that. Amazing. In the viewfinder you can see mostly everything, shutter speed, aperture, exposure mode. It's really complete information viewfinder. It's pretty big. It's not the most lightweight, but it's big, and it's really a pleasure to use it. Perfect. What else to say? We have got, as I told you, the shutter counter, which actually resets when you open the back. On the bottom you have got the button to remove the tension from the film to reload it. Really nice. We have got the contacts and all the pieces to use winder, because you can also use winder if you want. And mostly that's it. A fun thing is that this camera has the same remote control from the Sony 850 and a lot of Sonys. Look at that, it's exactly the same. And when people say Sony doesn't have a film half like other brand cameras, remember Sony has both Minolta, and all the technology from Minolta is in Sony. And this camera is pretty old, 2009, 2008, and Sony, I think, has a lot to say. And actually this is a full frame camera reflex which has in-body image stabilization. 2008, remember that, guys, when you talk bad about Sony. But anyway, for me Sony, it's nothing either than a beautiful Minolta. And that's it. I hope I say everything to you. The depth of field, yes, I show you how it works with this small lever. And this is the camera. It's compact, nice, fine. I can use the same lenses on Sony reflex camera and SLT, and also on mirrorless. And that thing is amazing. I hope you enjoy this camera. I hope you like it, because I simply love it. It's beautiful. It's not an issue, the screen. If you don't, if you see, it's a little bit damaged, but all the screen are in damage. The most important thing, okay, but important is that you can read here the numbers, okay? Because when I see the camera, I think, oh my god, it's broken, but actually this one, it's pretty fine in confronto with others camera that are completely black. But anyway, don't worry, still, if you don't see nothing here, you have got all the information to shoot in the viewfinder, which is okay, I think, okay? And mostly that's it. Let me know in the comments if you like the camera. Thank you so much for watching. I hope we will see in the next video. Un saluto a tutti. Ciao ciao.